The sixth house is all work and no play. In modern usage, it's the house of service, but that's putting a lot of positive spin on it. It's more honest to call the sixth house the house of indentured service, because traditionally it's the house of slavery. The sixth house represents work you have to perform, and there's almost no chance of getting recognized or promoted for it. In other words, the sixth house is your job. But there's more to your job and the sixth house than meets the eye. It's time to meet the real sixth house. Welcome to the Real Houses of Astrology. I'm Kevin B. Burke, the headmaster of the Real Astrology Academy. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the real sixth house in the natal chart, and specifically, we're going to explore how the sixth house relates to your job. The sixth house is your job, but it's not exclusively your actual job, the work you do for a paycheck. The sixth house is any work you do because you have to do it and you can't expect to receive any recognition or advancement for it. Whatever you may do to pay the bills, your real job is to meet the needs of the planet that rules your sixth house. Meeting those needs requires constant work and attention. You never get a break, much less a vacation. But the degree of effort required can fluctuate. Sometimes you can lighten the load so the work itself is easy for you. Other times it's a grind and your only reward for your hard work is more work. But whatever your passing attitude is towards your work, deep down, you understand the work matters to you, which is why you keep doing it. One of the secrets of the sixth house is to view your work as selfless service. When you can view your job from this perspective and know that you're contributing to something meaningful and bigger than yourself, the work becomes easier and it won't matter that you won't be recognized or appreciated for it. This can be difficult to apply to your actual workplace. It's rare to feel empowered around your external job. You have to show up to work and put up with the workplace dynamic because you need your paycheck, but there are any number of ways you'd rather be spending your time. But consider that even in your external job, your real job is still to meet the needs of the planet that rules your sixth house. If you engage with your job from this perspective, it gets easier to find a higher purpose to your work, and that can make your work experience less stressful. Failing that, it can give you something to think about to get you through till lunch. The most effective way to make your job easier, or at least tolerable, and improve the experience of your sixth house is to engage with the planet that rules your sixth house. You determine this by looking at the sign on the cusp of your sixth house. When a planet rules a house in your chart, that planet is that house. The universal puzzle pieces of the planet combine with the personal puzzle pieces of the house. This is incredibly practical because all you need to do to improve the experience of your job is to meet the needs of the planet that rules your sixth house. By the way, this is an example of the personal practical astrology approach to natal chart interpretation, and you'll find this exclusively at the Real Astrology Academy. You can experience this with your own chart through the Personal Practical Astrology program, or you can use it to interpret other people's charts with the Natal Interpretation Foundations class. You'll find all that and more at therealastrology.com. So let's explore how the personal puzzle piece of the sixth house, your job, combines with the universal puzzle piece of the planet that rules your sixth house. If Leo's on the cusp of your sixth house, the sun rules your sixth house. This means your integrity is your job. You have to work at your integrity every day, whether you feel like it or not, and you can't expect anyone to notice or appreciate you for it. Bottom line is, if you're out of integrity for any reason, your job will be difficult and your workplace relationships will be toxic. If you want to feel good about the work you do and have supportive workplace relationships, then you need to live your life in integrity. If Cancer's on the cusp of your sixth house, the moon rules your sixth house. This means your subjective safety needs are your job. You have to work at your subjective safety needs every day, whether you feel like it or not, and you can't expect anyone to notice or appreciate you for it. The bottom line is, if you don't feel safe or if the balance in your safety need account drops below the minimum level, your job will be difficult and your workplace relationships will be toxic. If you want to feel good about the work you do and have supportive workplace relationships, then you need to maintain the minimum balance in your safety need account. If Gemini or Virgo is on the cusp of your sixth house, Mercury rules your sixth house. This means your understanding and communication are your job. You have to work at your understanding and communication every day, whether you feel like it or not, and you can't expect anyone to notice or appreciate you for it. Bottom line is, if you don't understand your reality or if you experience any breakdown in communication, your job will be difficult and your workplace relationships will be toxic. If you want to feel good about the work you do and have supportive workplace relationships, then you need to improve your communication and truly understand your life. If Taurus or Libra is on the cusp of your 6th house, Venus rules your 6th house. This means your validation needs are your job. You have to work at your validation needs every day, whether you feel like it or not, and you can't expect anyone to notice or appreciate you for it. Bottom line is, if you don't maintain the minimum balance in your own validation need account and know that you are worthy of love and appreciation, your job will be difficult and your workplace relationships will be toxic. If you want to feel good about the work you do and have supportive workplace relationships, then you need to experience and express love and appreciation. If Aries or Scorpio is on the cusp of your 6th house, Mars rules your 6th house. This means your anger is your job. You have to work at your anger every day, whether you feel like it or not, and you can't expect anyone to notice or appreciate you for it. Bottom line is, if you don't connect to the energy of your anger and learn to use that energy in constructive ways, your job will be difficult and your workplace relationships will be toxic. If you want to feel good about the work you do and have supportive workplace relationships, then you need to learn to master your anger and use it constructively. If Sagittarius or Pisces is on the cusp of your 6th house, Jupiter rules your 6th house. This means your growth is your job. You have to work at your growth every day, whether you feel like it or not, and you can't expect anyone to notice or appreciate you for it. Bottom line is, if you aren't growing, if you're not making use of your full potential and expanding in every dimension of your life, your job will be difficult and your workplace relationships will be toxic. If you want to feel good about the work you do and have supportive workplace relationships, then you need to become conscious of all the ways you're growing and expanding in your life. If Capricorn or Aquarius is on the cusp of your 6th house, Saturn rules your 6th house. This means your responsibility is your job. You have to work at your responsibility every day, whether you feel like it or not, and you can't expect anyone to notice or appreciate you for it. Bottom line is, if you're not meeting your responsibility for any reason, including because you've taken on responsibility for things that are not your business, your job will be difficult and your workplace relationships will be toxic. If you want to feel good about the work you do and have supportive workplace relationships, then you need to manage your responsibilities and refuse to take responsibility for anything that isn't your business. Planets that occupy your 6th house require hard work. When a planet occupies the 6th house, you have to work hard for that planet. Meeting the needs of the universal puzzle pieces of a planet in your 6th house and managing the affairs of the houses ruled by that planet requires hard work and ongoing effort. You're always looking for ways to lighten your workload with these planets. Whenever possible, you'll try to outsource the work and hire someone else to do it for you. As long as you take care of the needs of the planet that rules your 6th house, you'll have enough energy and enough resources to do the work that needs to be done, and it won't weigh you down or crush your soul. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it and subscribe to my channel. And remember to visit the Real Astrology Academy at therealastrology.com and set up your free membership account. At the Real Astrology Academy, you can explore your entire birth chart on your own with the Personal Practical Astrology program. Or you can book a private consultation with me, and I can explore your chart with you. And if you're interested in learning how to interpret charts yourself, you can watch a free 2-hour class on natal chart interpretation. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. I look forward to seeing you soon.